Tales from the Podcast is brought to you by the following generous sponsorships.
The Happy Hour News Team. Check them out at www.happyhournewsteam.com.
TalesFromThePodcast.com, where you can pick up your copy of Tales of Shock and Terror #1. The Skewered Universe Podcast. And viewers like you.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Podcast. I'm JB. There's Jeff over there. And down here, we got motherfucking Uncle Ron joining us for this series.
Yeah, huh?
He's down there.
Down there.
I am. I'm right here.
Down there.
I'm promoting the show. I'm promoting the show right now as a good little boy.
Oh, yeah?
Because this is a place of science, after all.
This is gonna be a fun
nonsense as far as this cat's concerned.
Yeah, huh?
God damn it, guys.
Anyway,
I'm here for the doctor's position. You'll note that all of my qualifications are in order. I went to Harvard Yale College.
Do I got time to use the bathroom?
no, I've paged Dr. Sanchez already.
Oh, so if you guys haven't noticed, we might be fans of this show. You could really tell by our private chat room that we have, where it's literally just
What's Garth Marenghi's Darkplace?
It was just meme after meme after meme after meme.
I think we spent a good 10 minutes last night just sending memes or GIFs back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
To one another from the show that are completely out of context.
Oh, yeah.
But they're still hilarious.
The show is out of context, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I found the one, and not to give anything away, I found the one of the temp, I had to send it because I knew right away.
There's some good ones. I'm not gonna lie. But we are going to be talking a little bit about Garth Marenghi's Darkplace, and we're going to give everybody kind of like the basic idea of what this show is before we actually start to jump into the series. Now, I will say we are doing something fun with this too that we have not done before.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ron. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is before every episode and before we go live, we are actually going to be going into our Discord channel and doing a live viewing of the episode for that evening. So below in all of the chats, I have actually sent an invite out to anybody who would like to join that Discord server. Feel free to join. And every Saturday night, probably roughly around, what would you guys say, like 9:20ish p.m.
Yeah, because they're
Eastern
not very
time.
long. They're not very long.
Enough time to watch the episode, have a small little break, and then do the show. So
I'll need to poop after.
I mean, Ron might have to poop after.
JB might have to poop here in a second. He's going to have to poop in a second because Taco Bell he just ate, but that's okay.
So good. That was so good. So if you
it's almost like being raped by a being with one eye.
Is it?
You'll have to find out in a few weeks, won't you?
How you doing, Jeff?
trying to hold my tongue to not give anything away.
Yeah,
Right.
or how Noel Fielding shows up in episode, was it 4, I think, and you can't even tell it's him.
I love the fact that he's in there though. And you know, not only that, but we also get a appearance by Stephen Merchant in the series as well.
In the last episode, the security guard is Graham Lineman, and he's the creator of the IT Crowd.
He's actually in 2 episodes.
Yes.
But no,
Son of a bitch.
Oh, son of a bitch. But we actually got, like, as far as this kind of show goes, we have a
coffee's free around here.
I'd say we have a pretty star-studded cast. I mean, even Julian Barrett's in this too.
I do want to say real quick for those who want to join in and join us on the Discord. It does work. I got notification that we were live, so you guys will receive the notification when we're ready to do all that.
Yeah, I gotta check and see if it's working.
It is working, and I posted that link again for everybody. And Josh Neal says, "What's up, homeboys? How's it going, Josh?" Gravedigger says, "What's the topic?"
Hey, Josh, I just got my first graded comic today. I thought you'd appreciate that. Because I'm a fucking nerd.
What comic book is it?
What
comic book?
Oh, it's Rorschach #1, the new run that Tom King did, and it's a variant that I think was only available in the UK. And I bought it for. I talked the guy down to $30, and it's a 9.8. And I looked it up, and it's going for $100 on eBay. So,
nice.
Boom!
When was the last one I sold though?
That's the only one I can see on eBay.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows then?
Because it was a variant just for big collectibles or something over there.
Right. And I'm assuming Gravedigger 69 is one of your friends, Ron.
Maybe, I don't know.
He says legalize eating ass. That's all I'm worried about.
It is legal
if you want to buy it. Yeah. I don't know where he lives. I mean, for all I know, he might live in an area where it is illegal to eat ass, or he might live in an area where, you know, he's gay and he's eating man ass, and you know, gay people aren't, you know, allowed to have rights there yet. So I'm going to go with the latter on that one because that's what makes sense.
I was just thinking maybe
being gay. I mean,
but did you know that there's a show called Garth Marenghi's Darkplace before we all get canceled?
See, I was going to say, I thought maybe it was like having to eat a donkey because maybe they just didn't have enough meat. You know.
I have to introduce you with my buddy here, Ron. He is super into getting his ass eaten. So.
I mean, if okay, you know what? I promise I'm gonna calm myself down. I promise I'd be nice, so I'm not gonna comment on how, if you like chocolate pie, my butthole is ready for your eye.
Well, anyways,
Domino's really makes you have to go.
We're talking about Garth Marenghi.
Well, hey, that is a dark place after Domino's Taco Bell.
Yes, but do we want to enter Ron's dark place or
no.
Garth Marenghi's dark place? I'm gonna go with we want to definitely.
Oh my God!
Garth Marenghi's dark place. So we have talked about a few members of the cast that have made some appearances, but let's go ahead and talk about some of the main people that we get in this series. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and full out say it that hands down one of my all-time favorite actors. I love this guy. He's fucking hilarious.
I know what he's gonna say.
Yeah, you should know. Yeah. Matt Berry is in this. I'm a huge fucking fan, and you know, hooray on the comic, Ronnie boy. And
run.
Looks like he gives mean back shots.
I mean, I do have a lot of warm yogurt.
Yes. What was the running joke with that before? I forgot already.
It's because my dick wasn't working, so I had to shoot you warm yogurt to make it look like Anyway, go on. So Matt Berry's great in this, but you know who's even better? Richard Iowade, who's also one of the show's creators,
as Dean Lerner
and Thornton Reed.
But let's go ahead and talk about some of these roles that they've done. So Matt Berry, I mean, let's be honest, most people these days are probably going to know him mostly from like What We Do in the Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he was also in the SpongeBob movie, The IT Crowd, Toast of London, Snuff Box. I mean, the guy's actually been in a shit.
Was he ever on Mighty Boosh?
I don't think he was on Mighty Boosh. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he had an appearance, but I mean, it very well could have been an appearance like Noel Fielding's,
right?
Where you could not have known. And I mean, they seem like those kind of guys where they would do that.
But we're not talking about mutant apes yet.
No, I'm looking. I'm looking right now.
Or extraterrestrial broccoli diseases.
He did do, yes. He did 4 episodes as Dixon Brainbridge on the Mighty Boosh, and he also did the Mighty Boosh live video.
Oh, well, there you go.
Them.
I know Iowade was on Mighty Boosh for a little bit too.
In fact, this right here was Matt Berry's second role. Mighty Boosh was his third role.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Very interesting there. And then, you know, Richard, I mean, man, he's been in quite a bit of shit himself, too. He's probably most known for being in Kung Fu Panda, the Dragon Knight, though. Right, Ron?
No.
He was the ice cream cone in the Lego movie, too.
See, I first was introduced to him in The Watch, and then I learned about the IT Crowd.
See, my first introduction was the IT Crowd, and then I started watching his movies, which were both great, Submarine and The Devil, and that he wrote and directed. And he is always on those panel shows like Big Fat Quiz of the Year, and he's fantastic on that. He's just, oh my God, he's just so funny. And he doesn't, he's like, I don't know why you people like me. I have no talent whatsoever.
This show is actually how I know him. I know him specifically from this first. Same thing with Matt Berry, but I mean, as soon as this aired over here, I watched it. It was one of those that just like caught my attention, you know. They
did say that there was supposed to be a movie version, but it didn't. Like they got
2 30-something minute like little separate things that they did.
They got whole like. Well, I remember Dean Lerner had a talk show in his apartment.
Yeah. That's Man to Man with Dean Lerner.
Yeah, exactly. And his first guest was Garth Marenghi.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? On the Mighty Boosh, Richard was on there too. Also played Dixon Brainbridge. The same person that Matt Berry played.
That makes sense.
You know that is not surprising.
It's not at all.
They look exactly alike.
Oh yeah, they do. It's really hard to tell them apart.
What's funny is this
one's Norwegian and Nigerian, and the other is white, so they look exactly alike.
This is where I first saw Matt Berry do anything, and I had to look it up immediately because I was like, "There's no way that's his voice." But no, fuck yes, that is his voice.
Oh yeah, it looks like when you're watching this, and this doesn't give anything away, but it looks like Matt Berry overdubs Matt Berry.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
because if you remember any of those old shows it's parodying, that would happen.
They would record the audio separate.
There are certain scenes where all their dialogue is overdubbed, and then only certain ones where it's just Matt Berry's character is overdubbed. And I fucking love it because it's so ridiculous.
My big question is this, and this is a serious question. So
did any of you guys catch this on Channel 4 back in the day?
No, because that was in England, and we're in America.
It wasn't a real channel either.
Channel 4 is a real channel.
But it wasn't. That was the fake part of this, though. It wasn't real for them.
Oh, yeah, no. But so Garth Marenghi's Darkplace is a spoof on those like horror writers who take themselves way too seriously.
Yes.
Who do you think that they're parodying? Which one? Like, is there? It can't be Stephen King because he's not like this.
If they did, they fucking nailed it. They nailed it. Garth Marenghi, I mean, him and Stephen King have a ton of shit in common. I mean, because Garth Marenghi's what? He's not just a writer, but he's a producer,
director,
Writer,
actor,
producer, director,
plus actor.
Dreamweaver.
Good evening, travelers.
Right? And who could write such memorable storylines in his books like maggots, 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 maggots.
blood, copper-smelling blood. That's why if you notice the post I put earlier, kind of like to promote this show for tonight,
Oh, yeah.
I did a whole thing.
Oh yeah,
I'm hoping people notice that and we're like, yes, we have to go there.
Oh god. But I mean, you know, I'm going to have to say, guys, Garth Marenghi is a better writer than Stephen King. I'm sorry.
This is how I know you've never read a book, JB.
I will say I'm not the biggest Stephen King fan, but I mean, he's okay. I mean,
in all seriousness,
I really love the part
like
where he had a
Coons.
bunch of minors fucking each other. Stephen King. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, at least
Garth Marenghi didn't let minors fuck each other in his book.
I'm really
that we know of. That we know of.
You know, I'm waiting for JB to say, "Tell me when I'm telling lies."
I mean, where's the lie?
And that's a joke only a CM Punk fan will get.
I'm not the biggest wrestling fan, guys. I'm sorry.
Look, okay. I'm bringing this out here, and no one's going to take what's inside from me.
Well,
I never lost it.
Just so you guys know, we are going to continue on with this cast. So,
even though we've gone through the two most important cast members, because let's be real honest, Richard and Matt are the two most important characters, even more than Douglas.
Yes, I mean, you are not wrong, but
yeah, without those other two,
I mean, personally, to me, I mean, in this series, I think, I mean, the Dean Lerner character, fucking great. I mean,
yeah,
but I really think that it's weird to me because every time you get Matt Berry on screen for this show, it's almost like he just steals the whole fucking scene.
Well, he goes out of his way to overact, and I think they encourage it.
But I think he's still doing it.
He's still playing Todd Rivers?
I don't think he's ever stopped.
There's something about this, though, that if you were to just play this to me without any of the interviews that are put in between for the show's story, and you're just showing me episodes of this uncut together, like, hey, here's this rare show, I would look at it and go, this is some weird 80s shit. Where the fuck did you get this? Because it looks, and his acting is so over-the-top 80s television drama that it's perfect.
But he still does it like that. That's just good acting.
I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows, and his character's a little more reserved than that. At times, he brings
this much. So what? In 20 years, he's calmed down an inch.
Well, what's funny is he basically plays Todd Rivers on the IT Crowd when the guy who runs the company they work for dies at the end of the first or the beginning of the second season. He comes in because it's his kid. And he comes into the fucking funeral, and he just stands there and he goes, "Baba!" and at one point, he's like this huge like pervert. And the court makes him wear electric pants, and every time he gets aroused, they give him a shock. And he's like, sometimes he's not even getting aroused, and they shock him. And he goes down to have Moss fix his pants, and he goes, "God damn these electric sex pants!" And if you say that out of context, people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And oh my god, it's just so good. That whole troop of people, where you got Matt Berry and Richard Iowade and Graham Lineham and Noel, look at me, I'm a mutant ape Fielding, and Crowboy over here. And, it's just that whole group of people just puts out some fucking ridiculous, hilarious shit.
Right. Now, talking about monkeys and apes, we got Alice Lowe in this as well. And she, just so you know, she on the Mighty Boosh played a monkey. So full fucking circle.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yes. I thought you guys would like that. And obviously, we got Matthew Holness in this as well. Who, let's just go ahead and say it. No, actually, I don't think he did not do Mighty Boosh.
What?
No.
I will tell you something. Leanne, my wife, she picked out that he was the IT guy on the UK office. She goes, I'm pretty sure that was the IT guy that showed up and rattled off the scenario. Sure enough, I go look it up. Matt Holness was the IT guy on the UK office. I was like, how did you? She goes, I don't know. She goes, I've watched it a lot.
Well,
now I suddenly want to dance like Ricky Gervais.
it's kind of weird though that he didn't do anything in the Mighty Boosh. I'm honestly a bit surprised. Everybody else has.
Maybe he didn't get along with Noel.
Possibly. But he did, for those who are horror fans like all of us here, he was the writer for Possum, which I think everybody here's seen, right?
I have not seen it, but I need to.
It's not bad, honestly.
But I did send you guys that interview where you hear his real voice, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
I was floored when I heard. I went, what the hell?
Yeah.
But wow, he even did his own composer's work for the Halloween comedy shorts and A Gun for George.
Were those scores inspired by tunes he whistled?
I don't know, maybe. He also
These are the
directed
music
Possum
inspired by melodies by Garth Marenghi.
Well, I would not be surprised one bit. Going ahead and continuing on with this cast, like I said, we got people like Julian Barat doing. He actually had a 3-episode cameo in this as Padre, and he's probably best known for being on the Mighty Boosh, which he had a pretty boring character on that show. But without him, I don't think the show would have been as good as it was to begin with. He's also been in quite a bit of other random kind of shit. He was in the ABCs of Death 2. He was in Fabric. You could tell he's definitely a horror fan with a lot of the stuff that he's been into. But who else do we got in this that's people would recognize?
Probably nobody, really. Stephen Merchant
from the UK office. Noel Fielding. But you won't notice him in the episode.
No. If you look real close.
And when we do that episode, I'm going to have to get all of my filthy jokes out before we do the episode, because there's that one sequence that when Douglas finds them in the storage area, and it looks like you know what it looks like, and I cannot. No.
What does it look like, Rod?
I can't. Nope.
Yeah. Why?
No. We don't want to spoil JB.
Yeah. Well,
discover this on their own.
When my wife died, I could barely finish my lunch.
Oh man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. This is going to be a very fun series. If you are a fan of the show, you're really going to love what we got coming on with this.
And if you haven't seen the show, we highly recommend you go check it out or join us and do the watch before.
Yeah, you might as well. If not, go fuck yourself. But you should just watch it with us, and then we'll talk about it and have fun. I do want to give everybody the plot synopsis according to IMDb. This parody series is an unearthed 80s horror drama, complete with poor production values, awful dialogue, and hilarious violence. The series is set in a hospital in Romford, which is situated over the gates of hell. as you can tell, it's going to be a very scary series.
It's only scary during the musical number in that one episode.
I will say, this is one of the things that kind of surprises me. Now, without looking, I just want you guys to just give your honest opinion. What do you think this has on IMDb as a rating?
Out of what?
At IMDb, it's always 10.
Oh, 8.5.
I'm gonna say it's probably got like a 6.5 because people are idiots.
It is an 8.5.
Okay.
Out of 19,000 votes.
If that's how you treat your friends, I'd hate to see how you treat your enemies. Worse, I'd expect.
Now, just so people know, if you are not able to watch this with us, it is free on Amazon Prime.
And it's on YouTube, and it's on Pluto. God rest my mother. She's not dead, but I just hope God gives us some rest.
Oh, God.
That's the mother, Rick.
It's really hard to not spoil shit for this.
It is. I mean,
this whole episode is out of context.
It's one of those things that I think what's also funny is like there's really through the episodes that we've seen, it's not until like the last two where they reference the previous episode before. So it's all kind of like you could watch them out of order and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Now cool it, Sanchez, or you're gonna knuckle supper.
I think for one of our episodes of this, we should pre-record it and then overdub ourselves.
I mean,
it's a lot of fucking work to do for this one thing, but
and then we'll record laughter, but none of us will be laughing, so it'll just play. We'll just be like,
like we have a studio audience. I love it. I do love that.
Anything without dialogue was considered for slow motion.
And it was 100% slow motion. Did you know, though, surprisingly, that this show did not win any awards?
No, but the stage show did.
It did get nominated for a BAFTA.
Oh.
But it did not get it.
Well, I'm not Jesus Christ, and I've come to accept that now.
My whole problem is I don't think I fully have accepted it yet.
Maybe not.
I am very, like I said, though, I mean, I cannot describe how excited I am to be getting into this one.
I'm shocked that it's a comedy show that we have spoilers for.
It's not a comedy. This is scary.
I'm sorry, a dark sci-fi drama written by one of the premier horror writers of our time.
I mean, he would say you're right.
He would. Yeah. And I hope he realizes. I hope he realizes that lonely is a very that nowhere is a very lonely place to be.
Whatever. What do we know what year this actually got released in?
I want to say 2004.
It was 2004.
That was the U.S. release. The U.S. release was January 28th of 2004. But
well, if Wonton hears about this, my ass is grass, and he's got a lawnmower.
Whoa, hold on. This show aired one day later in the UK. This show came out before it was released in the UK by one day.
Beg your pudding?
It came out before. All right. So the release date for this in the United States was January 28th of 2004. The release date for this show in the United Kingdom was January 29th of 2004.
Well, it just shows that they do everything ass backwards over there.
Well, one day late. I don't know what that means.
And just to let everybody know, if you have a car that has a filthy, nasty exhaust, drive it up to Canada because we owe them a favor.
You haven't been enjoying this haze that we get?
No, I haven't enjoyed Sepia, Wisconsin.
No?
No.
I mean,
it looks like
shit.
It looks like a picture from 1864 of people getting ready to go to the Civil War.
I'm surprised anybody in Wisconsin has time to, lift their plate up or their face on their plate of cheese and actually look at this guy.
You wanna try that again? You wanna start over?
I'm surprised anybody from Wisconsin can lift their fucking face up from their plate of cheese to see this guy.
Oh yeah, no, we can see it because we basically eat it like this. We go, the sky is burning.
That sounds very, very Wisconsin.
See, I can't say a fucking thing because I live in California and we're basically the hub of wildfires.
Well, I mean, yeah, you guys definitely are.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
God. Is it really like? Yeah, Canada's. I mean, they've been bad here for sure. I'll give it that, but I think California has been doing it way harder to themselves than anybody else.
Oh yeah, and so the best part about it is we have wildfires that clear out a whole bunch of natural forestation in that. And then the rich people in all the rich parts that live near the ocean, and then when it rains, they have mudslides. They go, well, how did this happen? It's like, fucking wildfires. Maybe you should move, idiot.
Well, to quote a very wise man, learn to swim and see you down in Arizona Bay. And if you watch this show with the commentary on, it is some of the weirdest shit because when one of the characters is sweating in the first episode, you hear, I think it's either Todd Rivers or Dean Lerner say, look at him sweating like a rapist. Like, what the fuck? And that's the thing is like, what I love about him is that they're able to stay in character while doing all this stuff, and if you listen to the commentary, Todd Rivers hated this show being on this show.
But why?
I don't know.
I think he considered himself a much better actor than everyone else, and he was on track for better things.
But
this was just a stepping stone and a paycheck.
Yeah, not some show that came out for a week in Peru.
This might have been like one of the best shows.
We know that, but Todd Rivers, the character, doesn't know that. Matt Berry probably agrees with you, but what does he have to do with the show? Todd Rivers was Julian Sanchez. He was like a candle in the wind, unreliable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, could be worse, I guess. I will say, one of the things that we were talking about before is like this entire cast's ability to basically stay in character. I mean,
it's
indefinitely. Would you say? I mean,
I haven't seen any of them give any interviews out of character about the show as a whole.
No, I mean it's even their little. They had two little like side documentary type things, like questionnaire type things that go along with the show that are still like that too.
Yeah, everything I looked up said that they pretty much did anything like that as character. They were keeping kayfabe alive, so to speak.
Yeah. Hey, Ron.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
I want to show you something because.
Yeah, but I'm not going to call his mother and say that we have to burn her son to close the gates of hell. I just won't do it.
No, I just wanted to show you what goes through my head every time I think of Wisconsin.
Oh, Christ.
You had me kick in for gas money, but I noticed this runs on electricity.
Junior, I think I see something just over this hill. I've heard tell, but I never knew it was real. They call it Wisconsin.
folks want to try some crazy butter?
What's that?
It's 3 sticks of butter in a mug with melted cheese on top.
Hells yeah, I want that crazy butter.
Every time I think of Wisconsin, man, that's what goes through my head.
My finger's really cramped up, and I don't know what the hell I can do to fix it.
Where do you get crazy butter there?
We don't have any fucking crazy butter. And you should make fun of people. You're in fucking Ohio.
we didn't have a cartoon make fun of us.
No, because
you don't need to.
You make fun of yourself.
Look.
Why are you
getting
getting
fun of California? But... no. I'm like, you can make fun of California all you want. I don't give a shit. We get shit on, but you're also from Ohio, man. I mean, come on.
I'm not from Ohio. I just live here.
Okay,
but you chose. Then you chose to be there.
Hey.
See, I was born here. I didn't have a choice. I got born into this shit.
You guys had choices to leave, though.
No.
It's like a death cult. If I try to leave,
do the homeless hold you down? No, you can't leave.
Now you better make me a pill that cures madness, or I'll kick your ass so hard you'll be able to build a pool in the footprint.
I'm sorry. All right, I had to share it. I just thought it was funny.
Right, so which one of you is going to break into a random music video dream here?
I mean, probably Ron.
It's cold like ice.
I have to say, okay, not to give anything away, I'm not going to talk about it, but it's probably one of my favorite moments because it's so just random.
What's that?
The music video dream.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I thought you were
not to say any more than that. Not to say any more.
No. You're fine. You're fine. I mean, some of my favorite scenes is like there's like a 5-minute period in the first episode where just every time I watch it, it fucking kills me. And I told you about where it started, where my wife started to like the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like that 5-minute period to all the way at the end until I'll get them up. Just fucking drives me fucking nuts.
that same scene you're talking about is what turned my wife. Leanne was like, "Oh, this is my humor." Okay, yeah.
I remember watching it the first time when it came out in here. I was fucking.
If this is how you treat your friends, I'd hate to see how you treat your enemies. Worse, I'd expect.
Oh man. Well, anyways, we should probably wrap this up, and next week
because I got that crazy butter coming through me.
Gotta go get some crazy butter.
No, I gotta get it out of me to make room for more crazy butter.
It's just 3 sticks of butter with melted cheese.
And don't forget the giant honey glazed ham.
But you know what, though? In all fairness, I wish there was a place that accepted fat people like that.
There is, Wisconsin.
No, there's not. We do no. There is not as many fat people here as you think. But if anybody ever wanted to kill all the fat people or most of the fat people in the world, they just drop a bomb on Comic-Con.
Looks like there's another chance to start more wildfires in California.
As someone who attends San Diego Comic-Con, I think I've never been. I don't give a fuck.
There's too many people. I won't even go to the local fucking shows. Are you kidding me?
I went to a horror convention a couple of times here in California.
Which one?
It was called Scare LA.
All right.
It was a smaller one, but when I looked around a few times and I saw people eerily similar to me, I was like, okay, yeah, this is, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Black shirt, overweight, loves horror.
See,
although some of them I don't think were real
blue shirt, overweight, loves horror, but no beard or any kind of horror memorabilia on their noodle. I got all my horror shit over there, like my signed Toxic Avenger poster.
Yeah, well,
I don't even have any
this
horror stuff.
This hat came free in like one of those subscription boxes. My wife got it years ago.
Oh,
I was like, "Here, you can have it." So I was like, "It's my podcasting hat."
Here's my podcasting hat.
I work for this company, so
I work for that company too, and I don't even have a fucking hat.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't work for Camp Crystal Lake. It's in Jersey.
gosh.
Are you sure?
It's a hell of a commute.
I mean, you could probably try to get like a remote job from there.
You know what? I kind of want to go on the tour that they give of Camp Nova Scotia, but it's like $200, and I'm not paying to walk around. Fuck you. If they put in one of those Wisconsin escalators, I'm there.
I'm walking again.
Look at me, Junior! I'm walking again.
Oh, that was funny. The worst part is I stopped that video clip 2 minutes early.
I believe it.
I was looking at the bar at the bottom. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how long is this clip?
It's fucking long. They I mean,
you've been holding on to that for a while, haven't you?
Yes. This isn't the first time I've mentioned it to Ron either. That's the worst part. It's like the third time. So this is not new at all to anybody.
Nope.
I do want to say something I just saw here on the Wikipedia real quick, talking about Matt Berry as Todd Rivers, an actor who plays Dr. Lucien Sanchez, improbably handsome with the disconcerting habit of losing lip sync. Impossibly coiffured hair and a voice on an octave lower than it should be. That sums it up, man. I mean, that doesn't give anything away about the show. I just thought that was an interesting little note for.
No, there's nothing. I mean,
in association with Gene Lara.
And just so
I laugh at every time that happens at the end of the episode. I laugh every time. I don't know why.
Because it's funny.
Now, just so you know, the one of the things I do want to tell people is, like, if you're going to be searching up the stage show or anything to try to find anything on that, the stage show is not called Garth Marenghi's Darkplace.
Oh.
So just so people know, it is called Garth Marenghi's Fright Night.
And it's KNIGHT.
Yes. So if you are interested in looking that up and figuring anything out about that, that is how to do that. And I mean, there's a very, very small resemblance to Stephen King, except that Garth Marenghi doesn't put any kind of weird minor sex in any of his work.
That we know of.
Also, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'm compelled to say it. At least the kids were having sex with each other.
You're trying to justify it?
Yes. Exactly.
Were they? Was all of it consensual, Ron?
I don't know. I wasn't there. No one showed their ID or signed any kind of NDA.
They didn't have to do what CM Punk has done.
What did he do?
He looks horrible in Fight Forever is what he did.
Oh. Well,
you know what that game should have been called? AEW Wait Forever. How long did they take to make it? And it looks like that? Really? Come on.
That's the look they were going for, though. I mean,
shitty? Yeah. Let Kenny control a video game. Let Kenny control a video game. What could go wrong? They said.
I see it as more of a love letter to those old games. I have it. I've played it. I've been playing it. It's fun.
Oh, I know. I see your posts. Oh, it's safe to say I like this game. It's like, yeah, you're just a fan of Twinkle Toes and the Cucamonga Kids.
No, I have one of the 2K games and I really like it. It's 2K18, the last time they made one worth a shit.
You gotta play the new one then. The new one's great.
I wanted to play the new one, but my PS4 is like a fucking jet engine, so...
Fair enough. That's why my brother got a free PS5.
Yeah. Nice.
On a side note, since we're ending the show, you can pick up my new book, The Never Ending Road, a collection of scripts and stories, at substack.com/at I'm Uncle Ron. And just look for the link.
There you go. So make sure you guys check that out. Check out some of Uncle Ron's stuff there. Jeff, obviously, got to check you out over at Skewered Universe. What do you got going on over there?
We've got some cool stuff coming up. I took a little bit of a break because I pushed real hard to get through that the Nightmare retrospective. So I kind of burned myself out real quick on that. So we're gonna get back to it this month. We've got some guests coming on. We've got some cool stuff coming. Some movies I'm gonna show Leanne that she's never seen, and
like what? Like what?
Tigers Are Not Afraid.
Ooh, that's a good one. She should watch it with the Joe Bob commentary.
I want to show her that version, but I want her to see the original without it first when we do the show.
I had to actually go back and watch it afterwards without Joe Bob, and it's not a knock on him because he gives a lot of good information on movies I've never seen, but that movie was just like so powerful.
There's a moment where my heart and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to spoil it for anybody because it's worth a watch. My heart just sank.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I went, oh. And I looked at her later. I go, you like movies that have depressing, dark shit? You will enjoy this movie. She's like, ooh, I'm intrigued. I'm like, don't watch it. Save it for the show.
I mean, Tigers Are Not Afraid is such a gut punch. It's almost like you're watching Paranoia tapes.
It reminded me a lot of Del Toro. The way he's able to tell you this story and you're like intrigued, like what's going on with these kids. And then it's like, oh, now that you like them, gut punch. But it's like this beautiful movie at the same time.
It looks amazing too. Yeah.
I highly recommend anyone check it out, but that's what's going to be coming up next. We're going to do that one. We're actually going to record that episode on Monday for release next week. So
nice.
We're getting right back into it.
Awesome.
Love that, man. That's I'm excited to see what you guys got going on over there, like always. And as always on Tales from the Podcast, you can find me, and we do shit, and we're gonna be talking about Garth Marenghi's Darkplace, and
that was us getting into the Darkplace.
Was it? Didn't seem like it was that hard.
Give me a few minutes and Domino's is going to come out of the dark place.
Didn't seem like it took you very long to get into my dark place.
I mean, you're not to sound, like a chauvinist or anything, but you're pretty easy. You give it up pretty easy, JB.
Earth JVs are easy. Starring Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, if there is anybody, is Jeff Goldblum playing me?
No, he was playing the guy from apartments.com.
Well, he's gonna talk to you about chaos theory.
Yes, and then he's gonna say, "Hey, congratulations on the revolution. Without me, there'd be no revolution. So yay us!"
That guy's gotten so fucking.
And then he might give you a virus. Yes.
You kind of go all over with your show, don't you, Jeff?
Yeah. I tend to derail a lot.
Well, no, like as far as like you guys are like not.
Okay, before you get going, I do have to go. I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. Well, we're leaving anyway.
All right, bye. Bye, my
book. You guys have a good one. We're getting out of here, and there goes Uncle Ron. Jeff, I think I know what movie I need to come on your show for. Just to fuck with you and Leanne, because I don't think you might have seen it, but I'm sure Leanne probably has not. Buckaroo Banzai.
I have not seen it.
Oh, really?
No, but I know the stories behind it and how it was supposed to be part of Big Trouble in Little China and that whole thing. So, as someone who loves Big Trouble in Little China, I have a feeling I will deeply appreciate and love Buckaroo Banzai.
I don't know. It's either one way or the other, but we'll figure that out when we cross that bridge.
Right. It has RoboCop in it. How can it be bad?
There's nothing wrong with that, ever.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Remember, check us out next week. We're going to be going into the first episode of Garth Marenghi's Darkplace. Also, as posted before, in many of the links already available on the page, you can go and join our Discord channel and watch the episodes with us every single week. If that Discord channel that link is not working for any reason, get a hold of me, Ron, or Jeff, and we will make sure that you get a link to actually be part of that and check it out. There is no cost to it. There is nothing there. If you want to throw us a tip, Ron loves just the tip. So
come hang out. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So, you got anything else, man? Or are you good?
I'm good. I'm good. Let's
get out of here. I got some more tacos I need. Plus, fireworks are just now going off, so it was like great fucking timing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Have fun, and I'll see you next week. And with that, the crypt is closed.
Thanks for listening, kiddies. You're all a scream.